Spencer, I know we talk about it pretty much every week, but after 5 weeks, how do you feel this offense is overall from a rhythm and a flow standpoint? It seems like sometimes you guys are good and sometimes it kind of sputters.
Yeah, I mean, we work hard every day to be our best. I feel like these last 2 weeks specifically have gotten us back on track. We're scoring points. No matter who the opponent is, we definitely got more confidence rolling into SEC play.
Hey, Spencer. I know Shane told us before the Charlotte game, he told you guys, hey, just go out, play, and have fun. Now, after 2 games where you've had blowout wins, you could, had some of that fun on the field. How has that carried over to how the team is practicing now, especially when it comes to just a confidence level?
I feel like we're practicing at a higher level. Today we had a great practice, being off the field for, it felt like a full week with our game being Thursday. But, that few days we were fresh, ready to go. And we had a great day of practice today. We're flying around. Our word is urgency, so we just got to keep that, and we'll be all right.
Hey, Spencer. How important do you feel like this Kentucky game is for setting a tone for the rest of the season, coming back into SEC play and hitting this really tough stretch you guys have at the end here?
Yeah, every game's important, but obviously getting into SEC play, this is a big game for us, but we don't want to take it out of proportion and make it anything it isn't. So we're going to work hard every day. We know we got a good opponent in front of us, but we're a good team as well.
It's not just back to SEC, but it's also back on the road. It's been a hot minute since y'all been in in an opposition environment. Just is there a kind of a competitive excitement to be able to go into someone else's environment, try and walk out with a win?
Oh yeah, it's always fun to go on the road. We're all juiced up to go. We're all ready to play.
Shane told us on Saturday that he and Marcus kind of were talking to you about stepping up in the pocket more early in the season. He thought you were doing that really well on Saturday. How did those conversations kind of go, and where do you feel like you actually took a step, no pun intended, took a step there in that department?
Yeah, I feel like the last 2-3 weeks I did a pretty good job with that. Credit to my O-line, trusting them. I think it's just getting those live reps with those guys and everybody just getting the feel for it. But obviously, trusting it a little more, but when I got to get out of there, I got to get out of there. So just really focusing on what I got to focus on and try to make plays.
Spencer, kind of sticking with the road. I know you weren't here last year, but a lot was made going into this year about playing better on the road. From a holistic standpoint, what does a good road team look like? What does a team have to do to play well on the road?
Just be confident. You got to go in there knowing everybody's against you, and you got to go out there and just play at a high level, your best level on all 3 phases. So, our best players got to play great, and on all 3 phases, special teams, defense, offense. If we do that, we'll be all right.
I know for most of the season there's been talk about a sense of urgency, especially when it comes to just the team playing its best. Now there's also talk about getting that first road win, that first SEC win. How does that just heighten the urgency all around even more?
Yeah, it definitely gives you more juice to go every day, wanting to, get a big win on the road, do it for the program, do it for Coach Beamer, all these guys, do it for ourselves. So, we're all working hard, like I said. We're extremely urgent because, we got a few more days to prepare, and then we leave Friday and we'll be playing Saturday. So we're chomping at the bit. We're ready to go.
Yeah, Spencer, you said a second ago that the week has felt a little bit longer because of the Thursday game. Just kind of what kind of things are you doing, or what kind of things did you do to fill in the time, and what does that do for the team, obviously mentally and physically, to go into this next game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we took a lot of rest. Those 2 days we got in here, did a lift, did some meetings and stuff like that just to get our head back in the game. But really just catching up on the mental side and obviously getting your body right.
So I'm asking you about this because the last time South Carolina played at Kentucky was the night news got out that Coach Beamer was going to be hired here.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember anything about the details of when you heard Coach Beamer was getting the job here and anything like that?
I don't. I don't remember.
Hey, Spencer. So, you've had 2 SEC games so far. You played, 2 top 10 teams, 2 really difficult tests, right? So just based off of those games, what were some things you took away from those games, and how much does playing in them give you confidence as you go into this next game against Kentucky?
Yeah, really just playing in them, getting the speed down, getting everything down. It was early in the year. I feel like as a group we're more experienced now. Getting those, 3 week or however long we had, those 2 weeks to get going with these last two games. I feel like we gained confidence. Really just focusing on protecting the ball, which we've done a good job with. We will continue to do a good job with, and just urgency. Like I said, you got to go out there and be confident and just play urgent and be decisive and protect the ball. That's what it comes down to.
I guess Spencer, I know Coach Sapp probably scripts the first 15 plays, 2 drives, however he does it. What goes into that process? How much input do you have, and what are some of the things that you look for on those scripted drives to kind of determine what the rest of that game looks like?
I get some input on him, but he schemes up, what he thinks is going to work, and obviously he wants us to know what it is and the why we're doing it. So we just trust him. We go out there and try to execute at our highest level. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. But we obviously, we have the plays days in ahead, and we just want to rep them and get them down.
Spencer, can you kind of take me through what the difference is in trying to adjust a blitz protection, say against the difference between like an SC State game on Thursday night at home and a really big stadium on the road at night?
It's all the same. I mean, you just want to see where the blitz is coming from and slide it that way. That's really what it comes down to. Our coaches do a good job of teaching us that, so we're going to keep repping it.
Spencer, we asked you about the, I think that throw to Stog after the game, but I think after on Sunday, the teleconference, Shane said it was maybe one of the better throws you made this year. I guess where's it rank for you if you got a 1, 2, 3?
I mean, it's probably up there. It was not a difficult throw, but I stepped up and I knew where he was going, so I just threw it to him. Should have had another one, but. It was a good play, fun play.
Sticking with Gene's question a little bit about Kentucky, when you turn on the tape for them, what does kind of jump out about their defense, what you're going to be facing Saturday night?
They definitely, got size up front. They got good linebackers, athletic corners, safeties, experienced group from what I've seen, and but no matter what, we have to be at our best, against them, especially at their place at night on Saturday. So that's what we're focused on, just doing what we do and getting really good at it.
I'm going to steal the question Colin's been asking. You had a rare weekend off here. Just Marcel's was saying he's played a bunch of Call of Duty. Just how'd you spend your off time?
Watching a lot of Netflix, going to get some food some places. Really just laying low. That's all I do. Just chill.
Spencer, the run game's kind of found its identity here in the last couple of weeks. What does that do for you, like mentally as a quarterback, when you see those guys get out in space?
Oh, it definitely makes all of our jobs easier. And it starts with the O-line. They did a great job these last couple of weeks, getting those, holes blocked up so Marshawn and Juju and CBS and those guys can hit them. So obviously running backs have been doing a great job. Definitely takes a lot of pressure off receivers, myself, everybody. So, and we can keep the ball for longer. So, yeah.
We've talked to you about Marshawn and kind of what he's brought, I guess, but on top of that with CBS and him getting healthy and maybe adding another guy to that rotation, I guess, what's that kind of been like? And I guess, how does that maybe help the offense as well, keeping Marshawn fresh and giving you guys another option, maybe a little more downhill as well?
Yeah, those two guys, they're great players, along with Juju. He's another guy that rarely gets tackled backwards. He's always getting positive yards and working, but, all of those guys make great plays for us and are great players.